Welcome. You're listening to the University of Akron Marketing Podcast, sponsored by S3 Technologies.
My name is Sarah Bliss. My social platform does not have a name. That was not in my brainstorming process. But I think if it were to have a name, it would have to do something with its main feature, which is resetting the algorithm. So maybe like rewind or reset or something along those lines. Yep. But the whole point of this platform is to like alleviate social media boredom. So a lot of people will open their phones. I'm sure you've done it before where you go to open a platform and then you're like, actually, wait, never mind. I don't really want to look at this right now because it's just more of the same. And so the idea was to have some sort of pop-up or stop you from scrolling, take a minute and say, hey, do you want to reset this? Instead of hiding this feature within settings like Instagram or TikTok does. And so that was sort of the main idea that I had when I was writing for this platform. And as I was writing, and this is kind of how I went about like brainstorming my idea, went through, searched up some social trends. I was really struggling initially with the like just how broad it is. I wanted something to help me like narrow down exactly, okay, this is what I want my platform to be. And so I came across like some metrics about, people are really bored with what their social media algorithm is. And then I found one specifically that was about, people are looking to reset their algorithm. And then I was like, this is interesting. And so I went on Google Trends and even that was showing, people are really looking for something like this. And so from there, it was just a matter of, okay, so how is this appealing to people? And it was because people sort of are looking for that. But also, I've experienced that kind of boredom where I'm like, I really just want something different. Mm-hmm. But like, I didn't even know that the reset feature existed. It's not something that like platforms like go out of their way to like announce that, you can reset your algorithm if you want. And even like sometimes the messaging for resetting your algorithm is like, hey, just so you know, you might not see the kind of content that you want to see if you do this. And so it might kind of even scare people out of it. So I sort of was like, okay, let's make this the main feature so people aren't super afraid of it. And then for brands, as that was part of our project, was you had to come up with how does this appeal not just to people who are using social media, but also how does this appeal to brands and marketers who are using the platform? It means you can reach a wider audience. People get so ingrained in their algorithms that sometimes they don't get content that they might want to see. So, and you like people change. So like your algorithm doesn't always show maybe things that you're interested in or that you might be interested in because it's prioritizing the interaction. It shows you the content that is what's going to get people to like, comment, perform some kind of action. So it's going to show that content first. So for brands, that means that if you have a platform where people are resetting their algorithm, you might get people who are not interested in your product at all, but you might also get people who might have never seen your product if they were just in their regular algorithm. So I think that's kind of where I went with my project and how I wanted to go about it.
Yeah, I loved the topic. We were talking about it internally. It's a pretty neat direction that you went in. You know, comparatively, it's not something that anybody else did, so it was very unique in that way. I also like the way that it does sort of support marketers and brands in addition to the user. Yeah. You know, if you could say if there was like one main outcome that you think would be the positive or the driver behind why this would be a great platform, what do you think that would be?
I think it would just be change. I mean, so you have more control over what you're seeing, and that makes it more interesting. It's a little bit less, more of the same kind of thing. So like people get bored all the time. It's like, even probably with this platform, you could get bored, but I think having the opportunity to like advertise that, hey, you can change this, it doesn't have to be more of the same, I think is kind of the main driver behind it.
That's really cool.